My girlfriend yelled, "Ugh, you're smothering me!" when I asked why she'd changed her phone passcode. I murmured, "You're right. I'll give you room." The room I gave her was so final that she had to explain to her parents why she was moving back home at 28. I'm a 29-year-old guy, and last Tuesday I was lounging on the sofa, watching a documentary about ocean depths. My girlfriend, Chloe, 28, sat beside me, engrossed in her phone as usual. We'd been together 3 years, cohabiting in my apartment for the last 18 months. Lately, something felt wrong. Small things. She'd tilt her phone away while texting, step out for calls, the classic warning signs you read about but dismiss as nothing. "Hey love, can you check if that ramen place is open?" I asked, reaching for her phone since mine was charging in the bedroom. She lunged across the couch, grabbing it. "I'll look." That's when I noticed. My fingerprint didn't unlock her screen anymore. "Did you change your passcode?" I asked calmly, no accusation. What followed still replays like a bad film, her face flushed, voice hitting a pitch I'd never heard. "God, you're smothering me. Why do you need my phone? Can't I have any privacy? You're so controlling." I sat there, floored. In 3 years, I'd never snooped through her phone. We shared passcodes for convenience, checking maps while one drove, switching playlists, ordering takeout. Standard couple stuff. I asked a simple question, Chloe. This is what I mean. Questions, questions, questions. I can't breathe in this relationship. You track everything I do. Track? I work 50-hour weeks in tech support. Half the time I barely check my own phone. She stormed to the bedroom, slamming the door so hard the wall art shook. I sat there, documentary droning on about fish enduring crushing ocean pressure. Fitting. 20 minutes later, she reappeared with a backpack. "I'm going to Lisa's. I need room to think." "Okay," I said softly. "You're right. I'll give you room." She hesitated at the door, maybe waiting for me to plead. I didn't. Just turned back to the TV. The door clicked shut. Here's the context. The apartment's mine. I bought it 2 years before we met. Chloe moved in, never paid rent, just split groceries and utilities. I covered furniture, repairs, major costs, not because she couldn't chip in, but because she was saving for her graphic design business. 3 years of saving, no software or equipment bought. That night, I reflected, seeing our relationship clearly. She'd been staying out late with work friends I'd never met. Her Instagram showed bars and clubs on nights she claimed were for design seminars. The passcode change was just the latest in a string of red flags I'd ignored. Wednesday morning, I made some choices. Update 1. Chloe didn't come home. She sent a few texts about needing time to reflect and how I needed to fix my control issues. I replied once, "Take all the time you need." Then I got practical. First, I changed the locks. My apartment, my right. Spent $300 on a smart lock system, named the code Liberty. Petty? Perhaps. Satisfying? Definitely. Second, I texted her. "Your stuff's in boxes in the lobby storage room. Codes 2025. Pick up by Sunday." Her reply was intense. 19 texts in a row. A sample. "Are you serious? You can't kick me out. This is my home too. I have rights. You controlling lunatic? I was just taking a break. We're not over. This is illegal." I sent one response. "You wanted room. I'm honoring that. This is the room you asked for." Then I muted her number and got to work. Packing her things was revealing. Brand new designer outfits, tags still on. Odd for someone who claimed she was broke when bills arrived. A jewelry box with pieces I'd never seen her wear. And in her desk drawer, printed emails from someone named Caleb. "Can't wait to see you again, gorgeous. Last night was unreal. When are you ditching him?" Dated back 2 months. I didn't read further, just tossed them into a box labeled desk items. Thursday, her mom, Diane, called. Normally a kind woman, but not today. "What did you do to my daughter? She's a wreck. You changed the locks. How could you be so heartless?" "Diane, Chloe said I was smothering her and needed space. I'm giving her what she wanted. That's not what she meant, and you know it. She just needed a few days. Did she mention changing her passcode and yelling at me for asking why, or about Caleb? Silence. Who's Caleb? Ask your daughter. I hung up. Friday morning, 7 a.m., pounding on my door. Open up! I know you're there! I checked the doorbell camera, Chloe, looking disheveled. Unwashed hair, same clothes from Tuesday. Through the intercom. Your stuff's in storage room B10, code 2025. Let me in! We need to talk! You wanted room, Chloe. I'm giving you room. This isn't what I meant. Stop being so dramatic. I'm not dramatic. I'm literal. You said you couldn't breathe here. Now you've got all the air you need. I live here. No, you stayed here, rent-free, while seeing Caleb. Dead quiet. Then, softer. How did you... Storage room B10, code 2025. Don't come back. She tried everything. Tears, threats, even 3 years. You're throwing away 3 years. I didn't respond again. She left eventually, but this was just the start. Update 2. The entitlement ramp-up was almost admirable, like watching a seminar in boldness. Saturday, she sent her minions. Her best friend Lisa showed up at my building but couldn't get past the lobby since I'd removed Chloe from the visitor list. She called, "You need to let me up." Chloe forgot important stuff. "It's all in the storage room. What did I miss?" Her grandmother's necklace. I nearly laughed. "Lisa, I've met Chloe's grandmother. She's alive and wearing all her jewelry. Try again." "Fine. Her design tablet for a gig." "What tablet?" She never bought one in 3 years. Click. Sunday got spicy. I got a text from an unknown number. "Hey, this is Caleb. Man to man, what you're doing to Chloe is wrong. She just needed time to sort things out. Be a good guy and let her come back." The nerve. Her side guy preaching decency. I didn't reply. Instead, I did better. Chloe had used my laptop for her design portfolio site, and the login was still saved. Shady to access it? Maybe. Did I care? Her portfolio was thin, 12 images, all iPhone shots. The real find was the site's back end. She'd been messaging clients through the contact form, all Caleb. "Babe, he's working late again. Come over. Can't wait to live with you once I'm free. He's so dull. You make me feel alive." 3 months of messages. The design seminars, code for Caleb's place. I screenshotted everything, not for vengeance, for proof. I knew what was coming. Monday morning, an email arrived from someone claiming to be Chloe's attorney, demanding I let her retrieve her items and threatening a lawsuit for unlawful eviction. I forwarded it to my friend, a real lawyer. His reply, "Ha ha, this is from a Hotmail address. No attorney uses Hotmail for legal stuff. She was never a tenant. Tell them to get lost." I responded formally. As stated, all items were made available for pickup. No landlord-tenant relationship existed. Cease contact. Tuesday, she switched tactics. We'd unfollowed each other, but mutual friends kept me updated. She posted on social media. Some people reveal their true selves when you ask for basic respect. 3 years building a life, and he tosses me out like garbage for wanting privacy. Ladies, never rely on a man. I'm homeless now because I asked for space. My ex is a classic narcissist. Comments were mixed. Support from her circle, skepticism from others. My friend Nate commented, "Didn't you cheat with some guy named Caleb?" Post deleted in an hour. But the entitlement hadn't peaked. Wednesday, the building manager greeted me. "Mr. Hayes, we had an issue today. A woman tried convincing maintenance she was locked out of your unit. Showed an old photo of you two as proof." "Chloe?" "She got aggressive when they refused entry. We called security. She's banned from the property." I brought donuts for the building staff the next day. Thursday was quiet. Too quiet. I should have known she was plotting. Friday afternoon, my phone lit up. texts, calls, emails from family, friends, co-workers. Chloe had sent a mass email from my contact list. How? The portfolio site had access to my Google contacts via our shared laptop. The email was a delusional masterpiece. Dear friends and family of my name, I'm concerned about his mental health. After 3 years together, he's had a breakdown, changing locks while I was visiting my ill father, discarding my belongings and spreading lies about infidelity, completely false. I've tried getting him help, but he refuses. He's become paranoid and cut me off from our shared life. Please urge him to seek help. I'm staying with friends, as I'm now homeless. With concern, Chloe. Her ill father was a gem. He lives 20 minutes away and golfs twice a week. My phone rang. My mom. Sweetie, what's happening? Chloe sent. Mom, she cheated. I have evidence. She yelled I was smothering her for asking about her passcode, then left. I'm fine. She's manipulating everyone. Your dad thought it sounded like nonsense. Send me the proof. I'll handle the family. Mom, the real hero. I spent 2 hours replying to everyone. Chloe cheated and is upset about the consequences. I'm okay. She never lived here officially. Please block her email. Most got it, some didn't. Fine. But Chloe had crossed a line with that email. Time to stop playing defense. Update 3. After the email stunt, I went on offense. Saturday morning, I made a Google Doc titled The Truth About Chloe, last name, and Caleb, last name. Contents: screenshots of her website messages to Caleb, the printed emails I'd found, texts where she admitted knowing Caleb, a timeline matching her seminars to Caleb's apartment Instagram posts, her social media posts calling me a narcissist with Nate's comment about Caleb. No commentary, just facts, screenshots, dates. I didn't post it publicly, just replied to her mass email. Since Chloe involved everyone in our personal matters, here's the real story. Judge for yourselves. The fallout was instant. Her mom called within an hour. Is this true? Every word, Diane. Sorry you found out like this. She said you were controlling, monitoring her phone. I asked about her passcode once. That was my crime. Diane hung up. Nate later said, Chloe got an earful. Diane doesn't tolerate cheaters, having been through it with her ex-husband. Sunday brought desperation. Chloe made a new Instagram to message me. Remove that doc now. You're destroying my life. You destroyed your own life. I'm just documenting it. Caleb dumped me because of you. Caleb dumped you because you're a cheater who got caught. I have nothing. No home, no boyfriend. Sounds like you got all the room you wanted. I'll sue for defamation. Truth's a defense. Look it up. She sent 25 more messages. I ignored them. Monday was glorious. Chloe's dad, Alan, reached out. He's quiet at family dinners, letting Diane take charge. Not today. Son, I owe you an apology. Diane showed me everything. We didn't raise her to behave like this. Not your fault, Alan. We've been enabling her, paying her bills, making excuses. That's done now. She's 28, acting like a kid. What's next? She's been with us since you ended things. Told us you snapped. We believed her. Now, she's got 30 days to get a job and a place. Sweet justice. Tuesday to Thursday were calm. I focused on work, hit the gym, reconnected with friends I'd neglected while with Chloe. Felt free. Friday changed everything. A note on my door from property management. Mr. Hayes, Miss Chloe, last name, attempted to access your unit with a locksmith today. Security intervened. Police were called. Full report attached. She's officially trespassed from the property. Further attempts will lead to arrest. The report was wild. Chloe had convinced a shady locksmith she was locked out. When security challenged her, she insisted I was her abusive ex who evicted her illegally. Police asked for residency proof. No mail, no lease, nothing. She had none, as she'd never officially lived there. The locksmith fled. Chloe tried to talk her way out, but her name triggered the prior trespass warning. She was arrested for criminal trespass, spending 7 hours in jail until Diane bailed her out. Alan refused to help. Her release terms: stay away from my building, no contact with me. You'd think that'd be the end. Nope. Final update. The final meltdown, what Reddit might call an extinction burst, was epic. Week 3, Chloe tried launching her graphic design business. New Facebook page, Instagram business account, the works. Posted nonstop about fresh starts and rising from toxic relationships. Issue? No equipment, a portfolio of 12 iPhone images, no real clients. But audacity? She had plenty. She messaged my friends list, offering discounted design sessions, claiming she was rebuilding after financial abuse. Yes, she called my rent-free support for 18 months abuse. Most ignored her. My co-worker Liam was savage. Didn't you cheat on him while he paid your bills? That's not abuse. That's a free ride ending. She blocked him and posted about toxic masculinity. By Thursday, her parents were done. Alan called. Sorry to bother you, Ryan. Has Chloe tried contacting you? Not directly. She's banned from my building and there's a no-contact order. Good. Keep it that way. We gave her an ultimatum. Get a job or get out. Where'd she go? Caleb took her back. Temporarily, he says. It lasted 4 days. Monday, Lisa texted me. She and I stayed loosely connected, as she'd realized Chloe lied to her too. OMG, Chloe showed up at my place with all her stuff. Caleb kicked her out. What happened? She moved in Thursday. By Sunday, he was done. She demanded he add her to his lease, give her a credit card, and buy her a $3,500 design tablet. He said no. She called him controlling. The irony. She's with you now? No way. I told her I'm not a shelter for cheaters. She's in a motel. The motel phase was its own saga. Chloe started a GoFundMe. Help a domestic abuse survivor rebuild. Goal, $10,000. The story? I'd isolated her, controlled her money, and tossed her out for standing up to me. She needed funds for an apartment deposit, a car. She claimed I stole ours. We never shared one. Design gear and therapy for trauma. She raised $142, $100 donation with a note. For therapy, you need it. The rest was from her cousin, likely without reading the pitch. When it flopped, she went all in on TikTok, crying in her motel room. I'm homeless because I asked for privacy in my relationship. It got 60,000 views, mostly people calling out her lies. Top comment: you're not homeless for wanting privacy. You're homeless for wanting privacy while hooking up with Caleb. Big difference. The peak entitlement hit Wednesday night. My doorbell camera pinged at 11:52 p.m. There was Chloe, standing at the building entrance, staring at the door. Security watched from inside. She didn't try to enter, just stood for 20 minutes, then spoke to the door. I know you're watching on your camera. I just want to talk. I messed up, okay? 3 years, Ryan. 3 years should count for something. You were right about Caleb, but it was nothing. You were always so predictable, so dull. I wanted excitement, but I see now predictable's good. I need predictable. I'll delete everything, the posts, the GoFundMe, all of it. Let me come back, please. It's cold, and I'm sick of motel beds. I changed my passcode because I knew you'd see Caleb's texts. I was protecting you from getting hurt. The mental acrobatics were gold medal worthy. Security stepped in. Ma'am, you need to leave. Police are on the way. She ran, literally ran, tripping in sneakers down the street. Thursday morning, Diane called, voice weary. She showed up at our house at 3 a.m. Alan wouldn't let her in. She slept in her car in our driveway. I'm sorry you're dealing with this, Diane. We enabled her for years, paying bills, excusing her. Did you know she was fired from her last 3 jobs? We kept it quiet, kept giving her money. What now? Alan found a program, kind of like rehab, but for life skills. Budgeting, accountability, job training. It's out of state. She gets a choice, the program or we cut her off. Will she go? She's got nowhere else. Friday, I got a final LinkedIn message. I'm leaving for a while. My parents are forcing me. I still think you overreacted. But whatever. Hope you're happy. You won. Enjoy your dumb apartment and your boring life. I didn't reply. She was right. I won. Not her game, but my peace. It's been 2 weeks of blissful quiet. My apartment's mine alone. No drama, no lies, no smothering accusations. I can leave my phone anywhere without worry. My bank account's recovering without a freeloader. Nate asked if I regretted being so firm. I told him my only regret was missing the red flags sooner. When someone says you're smothering them for asking a simple question, trust them. Give them all the room they want. Sometimes the best revenge is stepping back and letting their choices catch up. Chloe wanted room. She got a galaxy of it. Her parents sent a holiday card last week. Diane wrote, "She's in the program, actually working. Still blames everyone, but it's progress. Thanks for holding her accountable. Maybe she'll grow up before 30. Maybe not. Either way, it's not my problem anymore. The apartment's never felt more spacious.